touchdown, Alabama, let's get it.
The process, no one can stop this. Hottest show in the streets, I bet you can't top this. Rammer, jammer, yellow hammer, come see how we rock this. Alabama fans the best, there's no way you can top this. Recruiting news and interviews, just sit back and watch this.
Recruiting news and interviews, just sit back and watch this.
The process.
Welcome into the process, Crimson Tide Recruiting of yours truly, the scouting recruiting analyst for Touchdown Alabama Magazine, Justin Smith. We have a jam-packed show on tap for you guys as Alabama's coming up a huge recruiting weekend as they hosted their annual summer cookout in Tuscaloosa over the weekend. Alabama also has added on to the 2020 recruiting class by landing 3-star offensive guard Xavier Hill out of Mississippi. We also have on tap our very first guest on the process and one of Alabama's 2020 commits. Without further ado, let's get the process started. For those of you who are new to the world of Alabama football recruiting, Alabama usually hosts about 1 or 2 cookouts a summer, where they invite multiple commits and targets to Tuscaloosa for some good food, and they interact with that particular player's family, and the family and the player get to build their relationship up with Alabama's coaching staff. This summer was no different as Alabama was able to host 4-star athlete Christian Story out of Lynette High School in Lynette, Alabama. Story is a kid who is slated to make his announcement on July 18th. He has expressed to yours truly that Alabama has always been in the mix for his commitment, and they are one of the 2 schools he is down to. He will make his decision on July 18th between Texas A&M and Alabama. He also expressed to me that getting down to Alabama this past weekend was fun. He got a chance to interact with multiple Alabama commits, all of Alabama's coaching staff, and their relationship is definitely on a good stage at this point in his recruitment. But he also got a chance to go to Texas A&M for an official visit earlier this month, so the Aggies are definitely still in the race. Alabama was also able to host 4-star athlete Joel Williams out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Many Alabama fans expected Williams to make his verbal commitment to Alabama this past weekend, but he didn't announce it on Twitter, or he didn't announce it through a video or make a verbal commitment. But I think Alabama is in a good position with Williams, noting that he made a return visit to Tuscaloosa this month in June after already visiting Alabama in June earlier. He also decommitted from Florida after his first visit to Alabama, which made Alabama fans expect a verbal commitment from Williams once he was able to get back down to Tuscaloosa with his family. Alabama also extended multiple offers to 2021, 2022, and 2023 kids this past weekend. You can check upon all of those offers, get reactions from those offers, all on touchdownalabama.com. I interviewed most of the guys who have been offered by Alabama this past weekend. You can catch up on all of those stories on touchdownalabama.com. Alabama landed their 21st commit in the 2020 recruiting class by landing 3-star offensive guard Xavier Hill at Olive Branch High School in Olive Branch, Mississippi. Hill is a guy with good hand placement. He mostly lined up at tackle during his junior season at Olive Branch High School. He showed flashes of the fact that he can get to the second level when he needs to. Alabama now has 3 offensive linemen committed in the 2020 recruiting class after landing Hill, which shows that Alabama wants to make the offensive lineman group a position of interest during the 2020 recruiting class, which is very similar to the way Alabama handled the offensive line group in the 2019 class.
Unfortunately, Alabama did receive some bad news on the recruiting trail this week as they lost a verbal commitment of 4-star wide receiver Jalen Worsham out of Hood Trussville High School in Trussville, Alabama. Worsham was one of Alabama's 4 wide receiver commitments in the 2020 recruiting class. His decision leaves Alabama with Trayshawn Holden, Thayou Jones-Bell, and Javon Baker as their only wide receiver commits. Alabama's going to want to add on some more wide receivers in this class due to the fact that the wide receiver position is a critical position for the Tide in the 2020 recruit cycle. Some names to keep note on are 4-star wide receiver E.J. Williams out of Phoenix City, Alabama, another 4-star wideout in Arian Smith out of Lakeland, Florida. He plays for Lakeland High School. And the last kid you guys need to keep your eyes out for is another 4-star wide receiver out of Florida, and Brian Robinson. As promised, we have our very first interview on the process with Alabama's 3-star offensive lineman commit, Seth McLaughlin. This is a guy who is so verbally committed to Alabama that he has shut his recruitment down 100% and will focus on no other schools. Thanks for joining us today, Seth. How's it going?
I'm doing really good. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good, Seth. Could you talk to us about the experience getting a chance to come to Tuscaloosa for Alabama's annual summer cookout and getting a chance to talk with fellow Alabama commits and coaches and getting a chance to interact with one another?
It was really fun. It was the first time that I'd gotten to hang out with the other commits for a good amount of time and get to know them, and it really helped further the relationships with the coaches and the other players there, because they had players attend as well.
When we spoke earlier, you told me that you're shutting your recruitment down 100%, and Alabama is the only school you're going to take any visits to, and no other school is going to expect a visit from you. Going back, what was it about Alabama that made you want to say, hey, Alabama is the place I want to be, Alabama is the place where I'm going to be?
Eventually when I narrowed it down, all the schools I was okay with going to, Oklahoma, Clemson, and Alabama. Those three were my top three, and each one of those schools, like again I said, I'd be fine with going there, but eventually it came down to just a gut feeling. I think that gut feeling came from just the trust of in Nick Saban and Coach Cochran, and just the tradition there.
You guys have landed another offensive lineman commit and 3-star offensive guard Xavier Hill of Olive Branch, Mississippi. Did you get a chance to interact with Hill during the visit by chance?
Yeah, we hung out on Friday on his official visit at the cookout, and a little bit afterward. We just talked about. He's not a very talkative kid, but we talked a little bit about Alabama, and I shared with him, what I loved about it. And that's basically it.
One thing about the process is we want to introduce Alabama fans to the next group of Alabama players. And this is a huge reason why we wanted to get you on as the first recruit that we got a chance to interview on the process. Is there any specific goal that you have in mind for once you get a chance to step on to the capstone and wear the crimson and white for the Crimson Tide?
I'm going in a semester early. I'm graduating in December, so I'm going to get there a semester early. And my plan just to get there is just put my nose to the grindstone and work as hard as I can, and just put everything and buy into the process, and help them make me the best person that I can be in the weight room, on the field, and off the field.
Thanks so much for joining us on the process, Seth.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Well, that's gonna wrap up this edition of The Process. I hope you guys will continue to watch the show as this process continues to grow and grow. And hopefully we'll get more subscribers and more viewers. As always, you can catch up on all of Alabama football recruiting news on touchdownalabama.com. Offers, commits, everything that falls around the world of Alabama recruiting, you can find it right here on The Process, but you can also find it with a subscription to Touchdown Alabama magazine.